Hi, I'm Lisa Lambert, and I'm going to tell you about my Karma short course on questionnaire design. It's an in-person course, typical sort of 2.5-day format, and I love teaching this class. It's so much fun for me. So I thought I would tell you a little bit about who I am, how I run the course, and the kinds of topics that we cover. So I'm a professor of management at Oklahoma State University, and I'm on the OB side. I have had a lot of editorial experience, which can be helpful sometimes when I'm answering questions, because I've been on the editorial boards for AMJ and JAP and JOM and several others as well. And along with Tina Kohler, I'm the co-editor-in-chief of Organizational Research Methods. So I tend to do a lot of research on leadership and on person environment fit types of topics, particularly, how a person compares themselves to a standard, and use the polynomial regression three-dimensional thing to test all of that. I've also worked a little bit in justice and have a couple papers even with people outside of the micro OB area. So entrepreneurship, and even they have a real estate paper. So I'm kind of used to working with different kinds of topics. Even though my home is in the OB area, I'm used to working with a wide range of topics and a wide range of different backgrounds. So it actually makes things a lot more fun. The course is designed in a way to cover a fairly wide range of topics, so that even though it's focused on questionnaire design, one of the key things that you need to know when you're designing your questionnaires, are you going to be able to get the kind of data that's going to help you test the questions you want to test? Are you including the right variables? Are you collecting the data at the right time points? Things like that. It's also important to think about the scales that you're using when you're putting together your questionnaire. Are they measuring the things that they're supposed to be measuring? So we also cover scale development, both starting a scale from scratch, and we cover how to revise them if necessary, in order to make them measure what you would like them to measure. And along with that, it's necessary to examine construct validity, because if the data you collect isn't valid, then you're stuck. And so you have to be able to know how to design the whole project in a way that allows you to collect the kind of data that you would like to collect and answer the questions. So we cover CFAs a little bit, and we do use a little bit of R. If you don't know R, you'll still be fine coming into this class. This is a good place to start with that. If you know it, then it'll be easy, and that's fine. So we'll do some CFAs. We'll also look at other approaches for testing discriminant validity, for example, and for looking at the ideas of content validity, all of the kinds of ideas that you need to think about when trying to make a case that your measures are valid. That's part of what we do, because it's all part of the package of getting the data from your questionnaire that you would like to get to test your questions. So the topics wander a little bit, in the sense that all kinds of other things can potentially be brought in. I mean, obviously, we have to talk about, how do you deal with certain kinds of questions from reviewers? How can you deal with the concerns they have of one sort or another? How can you persuade reviewers that what you're doing is correct, even when they think you're not? How can you write in ways that your audience and reviewers will find it easy to understand what you're doing? All of that kind of stuff is also part and parcel of what we end up doing for this course, because we're always trying to communicate our findings, and so we need to learn how to write well at the same time. Again, this is all very hands-on. We have lots of different exercises for testing out the different techniques we're going to talk about, and so that you can learn how to use them, so that when you walk away from the course, you have stuff in hand so that you can get going. You can bring your own data if you want, so that you can make progress on whatever project you're working on by using your own data in class, or I have loads of data to give you, and you can work from that. It's a very interactive class, lots of opportunities for asking questions, for learning from what questions other people in the class ask too. So I really enjoy teaching this stuff. It is a lot of fun for me. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out and email me at Oklahoma State, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.